Yo, what it do? Back in the garage again. Got some good news, got some bad news. But it ain't been a whole year yet, and I think I got time for another rebuild. Well, not a rebuild, a gasket replace. I rode it the other day. I didn't check the gas. I should have. It ran out of gas down the street somewhere. And had my girl come get me. Put it on the back of the truck. Went and put gas in it. Brought it home. Put it back in the garage. That whole time, it was running perfect. Get back home the next, well, I'm here the next day, and I said I'm gonna just ride around the block a couple times. I tried to crank it up, wouldn't do nothing. Tried to crank it again, still wouldn't do nothing. I kept kicking and kicking. My bike usually crank up on first kick, one kick shouted. I'm talking about, and it wouldn't crank. So I changed the spark plug in it. This is the spark plug that came out. This is the spark plug that came out of it. This is the spark plug since the rebuild. And change spark plug to this one. Still wouldn't crank. So still wouldn't crank up. So I said let me bump start it. So I tried to bump start the bike. Tried to bump start like 2 or 3 times. Wouldn't do nothing. Then but it was making like a little boom boom noise, like when they try to crank up. So I got one good hard push one time, one more. Jumped on it, crunk it up, fire right up. Soon it crunk up, as soon as it crunk up, I'm talking about this is my overflow too. I got it hanging down right here so I can see if coolant come out of it. Coolant starts spitting out the overflow too. I'm talking about, you see that whole, it's the bike was straight. Hold on, it probably skidded out that wide, that much of it out of the overflow. I know I didn't have too much in there, but I was kept running low every now and then. I see like little drips keep coming out. So how many hours on this bike? 9.2 hours on this bike. I didn't hit 10. I was gonna do an oil change, spark plug change, everything changed once I hit 10. I didn't even make it to 10. So because I don't really ride hard like that, but so that's why I want to do it every 10. You're supposed to do it like 5 to 8. So I was gonna do mine at 10, but I didn't even make it to 10, so I guess I had to do it early. But again, it ain't been a whole year yet, and I already got to replace the gasket again. But soon it crunk up, all that shot out. Whole lot of white smoke came out of the tailpipe. I'm talking about, it looked like a two-stroke was running out there. I'm talking about worse than a two-stroke almost. And when that happened, I put it in neutral because you know you got a bump started in second. So I put it in neutral, pushed it up to the house. I went but like one house down from the house, pushed it up to the house, letting it run, and it was smoking. I'm talking about smoking like something was on fire in there. And then I started seeing like smoke coming from. I started seeing smoke coming from this area right here, right up in there, coming up. So I'm like, got to be coolant coming out of it, but I can't see it because it's burning off so fast. So I'm thinking, remember last time I rebuilt this bike out in the blue, when I poured the head gaskets and tailpipe off, and when I poured the exhaust off, coolant poured out of it. I don't think I caught it on camera, I can't remember, but it's smoking like a two-stroke. Looked like something was burnt on fire, So I let it run, keep hitting the gas just a little bit to keep it crunk, but it didn't clear up. It just kept doing it. So I finally cut it off. Probably let it run for about 2 minutes. I didn't want to mess nothing up worse than what it was, so I cut it off. And now I'm at this point right here. I'm like, I think I gotta do a gasket rebuild on it. I don't think my top end and nothing messed up. I just think my gasket went out. It won't crank up, do nothing. It's hard to crank. My bike used to be one kick shorty, and it's cranking up. So I guess we're gonna get it and rebuild it. So I'm gonna take y'all on. This is the first video. We'll finna do the tear down and see if it's only the gasket that failed. Cross my fingers. It is. Now I have to do a whole rebuild. Let's go. Alright, first we're gonna take this seat off. My bolts and your bolts on your bike most likely ain't the same because my bike put together by me, pretty much. Had stuff missing, so I'm gonna tell you how to so we're gonna take the seat off. Oh yeah, I finally put my whatchamacallit on, my chest mount, so you can see me working more. Okay, this is really all my videos is, me working on different stuff and riding. But lately I ain't did no riding videos. Every time I ride, I always forget something. I think that's an 8. Nope, I think it's a 10. Well, so I can't find a 10. That's a 7. That's a 10. I always put my stuff, like the main tools I use, I keep up there. So everything else is just down there. Take this seat off. I just want to look at the alcohol box. Really don't have to take the seat off. Like some people take the gas tank off and all that, but I need to add some more light in him. Give me 1 second, people. I probably need to clean that too. I just want to see that. Really. Oil from that chainsaw. I think it's this one. Let me try this one first. Oh, damn, did I break? As you can see, didn't much come out the first squirt. I don't know if my hair was in the way or not. We're gonna open the radiator cap. Back up. Gotta put you in the cage. I ain't even took it all the way off yet. I'm just messing with the air. Squeeze a couple hoses. Tap it. Couple hoses. I like squeezing some of my hoses to make sure I got it all out. As you can see, That's all that came out. While I'm right here, I'm gonna take this this exhaust off. See what it looks like. Last time I did, coolant poured out of it. Let's see. Nothing came out of that. Alright. It's in top dead center. See the time marking. Lining up. Lining up. I'm looking at these little dots right here. Lining up. And the little dot on the other side. Lining up. Cam up. Alright. Let's continue with it. Finally got the head off. And this is what I found. I'm thinking it's leaking from right here. Now, I don't really remember real good, but you see the coolant in there, right there. So yeah, it's leaking coolant. And I'm thinking it's on this side, right here. So I think the gasket really just failed on me, honestly. I think the gasket failed on me. So I'm gonna clean that up. But oh yeah, what took me so long? It's like 10 o'clock now. What took me so long? I got this bolt out. It was kind of tight. But this bolt right here, man, that bolt was stripped. I do not remember stripping that bolt. But I ended up stripping it more than what it was. So before I put it back together, I will get me some more bolts. Now this the one that came off the good side. And this the one that came off that side. Man, I've been at that bolt for like 2 hours trying to figure out how I'm gonna get that bolt loose. Use almost everything in the toolbox. You had to use all these tools just to get that little bolt off. But I finally got it off. I had to lift this whole thing up. You know, once you lift up, you're gonna hit that. So I hit that, couldn't lift it up no more. But it gave me enough room to knock a little smaller one onto it with a hammer and get a good grip on it after I finally figured out how to get it off. Man, forget that shit next time. That's how I feel. But this is I think where it's leaking at though, right here. I'm gonna take this part off and see if it's leaking anywhere else. Take it out. Let's see what this side looks like. And I'm gonna look at my piston while I'm in there. But I don't think the other one messed up, but I'm gonna leave you. I took my chest mount off because it was getting kind of tight. So give me 1 second. Alright, I took it off. What the hell was that? I'm like some damn noodles. Well, let's check my bottom end. Piston is still looking good. Rings looking good. Rings moving. Rings not messed up. So rings not messed up, so I'm good on piston and ring. But look at it. Cooler mixing with the oil. So I probably change that one out too. But that one look alright. But I think it's just that top one failed on me. That top gasket failed on me. So this is the way it goes in the bike. This is the side I said messed up. See? I'm thinking it messed up. So look, the same side I'm holding. Flip it over. Same side I'm holding. Look, same exact side. I think that's what failed on me. So, and we out for part 2 probably when I get that gasket. I'm finna go order me a gasket and hope it come for the weekend so I can ride this weekend. But most likely it's Thursday. More likely it's not. At least I find one overnight. I can get it Friday and I put it on Saturday morning and I can ride for my birthday on Sunday. Nah, it probably won't happen, but hey, you know how it go. Like I said, Gemini for real, like, comment, subscribe, man. Part 2 coming up later on. Let's get it.